Woke up early today. Been up since 5 a.m. Don't know why, just couldn't sleep. But what a beautiful place to wake up to. So I'm here at Don's place. And yesterday when I got here, he was a little bit standoffish. I was a stranger in a canoe paddling up, you know, and he said...
Just trying to be nice.
He said, this is a private island, it's no longer a public lodge. So he says, I'm violating that. And I think when he said it, he kind of meant it. But then it didn't take long for them to come back over and just say, hey, look, we're having steak for dinner and why don't you join us? And ended up being a great night and yeah, talking to everyone. And this is an island that has, I think, 5 or 6 cabins on it, but it's only for Don's friends and family. He bought this island 10 years ago and has just been doing it up for friends and family, not for a business, just to enjoy it with the people that he knows. And I just think that's just amazing. That's great. It wasn't a business plan. It was, this has cost him a lot of money, but he just wanted to do it. And yeah, I love it. And it was great to be a part of that last night. Today is day 117 canoeing across Canada. I'm still on Rainy Lake because of yesterday's ordeal. But today's plan is I'm going to go down Bear River, which is just here. And I'm going to try to get through to Namakan Lake that way. It's much more narrow. And there'll be a portage. There'll definitely be a portage at the end of it. I just don't know how easy or hard it'll be. And it sounds like everybody just uses the Kettle Falls portage, which is on the US side, which I could easily do. I could risk it and go over there and they take you around on a trailer. But there's something about it, this trip, you know, it's like I'm canoeing across Canada. And even though I'm stepping foot a little bit in the US, I feel like I need to go through on the Canadian side. That's the goal. That was the plan. And so I want to find a way through on the Canadian side. So yeah, that's this morning's plan. After breakfast and after Don's got up and I've had a chat and said my thank yous and said my goodbyes. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay, Tom.
Okay, Don. Well, first of all, I when I pulled up here yesterday,
yes,
I could see that you were a bit
I was guarded, certainly guarded.
Guarded, yeah, that's probably
in terms of. I saw you, and you looked like you were pretty brave to come up to my dock.
Yeah.
And I said, I don't usually get visitors, you know, but I was interested to say hello.
Yeah.
And then when you said you couldn't find your way to Namakan Lake real easy, I said, well, it's real easy. You just get on the Portage. You know, that's how we do it here, you know?
Yeah.
But you were told not to cross on United States territory, so you were reluctant. And as a result, we got into a pretty good conversation, you know?
We did.
As it all turned out, I offered you to stay overnight, and you did.
Yeah.
We had a meal together.
Yeah,
we had a great conversation. I'm really impressed with your endeavor to follow this route.
Yeah.
This voyager's route, and
sure.
I think it's an outstanding effort. And I'm really super interested in watching your videos from now on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I appreciate that. But I'm astounded by what you've done here. What your mission is in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And it fascinated me because when I pulled up, I assumed that this was a lodge, you know, like a public, you know, like all-inclusive resort, like fishing resort or something. But you said, no, you said
this is friends and family.
You said friends and family. You said you saw the sign. It says private, you know. And what was your words? You said that I violated that.
I violated my space or something. Well, I've been fishing in summer vacations in this area since I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
And very early on, I noticed this place as a child and said, wow, that guy, he's got it made there, you know, as a resort and everything. And it became a non-resort, and then it became owned by a separate family. And when it came up for sale about 10 years ago, I said, boy, let's take a shot at it. Ended up buying it.
But I just love that it's for friends and family, and not a decision based on profit.
Not whatsoever. I did it to inspire my family, to let them get up here and see nature in its raw form. And
yeah, I mean, my personal view is that you know, I think that too often now we all make decisions based on profit and business, and not on joy. You know, and that's why I just love that you said that when I first came here. And you said, no, this is just for my friends and family. And I just love that.
When you meet people that actually take the time to talk to you, you have a pretty neat experience.
Sure. Absolutely. You know? Yeah. I think too often we also have our guards up, you know, and we don't get to meet. There's probably a lot of people we walk past each day that we could have had a great relationship or friendship with, you know. So yeah, thank you so much for letting me in and lending me a cabin for the evening. Really,
it's my pleasure.
Yeah, it's these sort of experiences that make my trip.
You know what? This is a heck of a journey you're on, and I think the fact that you're sharing it with everybody is outstanding. And I know as we talked, you're getting a lot out of it too.
For sure.
And it works both ways.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, I'm all loaded up behind me. And before I leave, I just got one more question for Don. Howdy. I don't suppose you have a needle. I have a pretty decent splinter in my foot that it's been in there for a few days. I'd like to get it out if I can.
Oh, it's a good size one. This one
I think there's a couple.
Yeah, there are.
So Don's drawn the short straw here. He's going to help me out. Get a couple of these splinters out of my awkward position.
He's tough. I'll give him that. He ain't flinching.
Oh, I've got tough feet. I don't really wear shoes very often, so kind of got crocodile skin. Thank you, Don.
I hope.
Dr. Don.
Dr. Don.
All right. Now I'm all loaded up. Got the splinter out. And now it's time to find this portage and get onto Namakan Lake. Keep moving forward. I'm very confident today that I'm going to find some way to get onto Namakan Lake. My first thing I'm going to do is head this way. Down there is called Bear River, and Bear River is a river that winds through there, and then it just gets really narrow, and at the end I'm assuming that there's going to be a portage. How well the track is marked, I'm not sure, or if there's even a track there, I don't know, but that's what I'm going to try first. If that fails, then I'm going to Kettle Falls, and I'm going around the US way. I don't want to do that, but that is my third option. Yesterday was option 1, today's morning is option 2. If that fails, option 3, around Kettle Falls.
Good, Mike. I know you're going to have to whack some bush as you go through there.
Yeah, I've got my axe.
Attaboy.
Thank you, Don. Really, thank you so much. Great meeting you. And John, pleasure, mate.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Cheers, Brock. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice to meet you,
Steven,
sir.
yeah, likewise. Absolute pleasure.
Curious to watch Lake Superior, see how that goes.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm trying not to think about that.
Well, it all depends on the wind direction.
Yeah.
Your time is.
Yeah. Oh, it's more like I can get hung up on things that are too far in the future rather than what's in front of me
Worry
today.
about today.
Yeah.
Let's get through the Portage and then go from there.
Exactly. One day at a time.
Good luck, sir.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
See ya.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Put your paddle the right way. You know someone's going to see that.
Ciao. I'm on Bear River and I'm just up to the point now where it narrows. I'm not sure how far I'm going to be able to go with the river before I have to get out and portage. We will soon find out. It's pretty beautiful in here. So green, a reflection off the water, and the sounds of the birds. Beautiful. All right, so it looks pretty straightforward. A bunch of small rapids that I should be able to pull the canoe over, just like this one behind me. Then right at the end, a portage. So in front of me here, it does look like some kind of track. So let's check it out. This is perfect. A regular portage. Namakan Lake. All right, and that is a really short portage. It's not even 100 meters. Not even 0.1 of a mile. You probably noticed that I take my bear spray everywhere. And I've never used it once, not yet. Never even come close to using it. But when I hold it, I just feel better. You know, if I didn't have it, there'd be a part of me that feels a little vulnerable. So I mainly just take it with me, not out of like absolute fear, but just to give me that bit of confidence to walk through the bush. and know that at least I've got something if anything was to happen, if that small chance that, you know, I came face to face with a bear. Anyway, that's why. All right, let's giggity go.
Oop.
We are now in Namakan Lake. Alright, so I'm on Namakan Lake and I'm just following the northern coastline because the southern coastline is USA, and I'm going to keep going until I get to Namakan River. Then I'm going to go up that one. I haven't even measured how far it is, but I think I'm going to get there today. I wasn't really thinking about it. All I was thinking about yesterday and this morning has been that portage, because I wasted so much time yesterday trying to get across here. I wish I just did that Bear River straight away. It was on my mind. I am just about to enter the Namakan River. This part is exciting for me. And I just have a feeling, I don't know why, I just have a feeling it's gonna get really beautiful. The lakes are beautiful, don't get me wrong, they're beautiful. But when you get to a river and you have the banks on each side, it's just something about that that's, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Right, I can hear some rapids up ahead, and they are called Lady Rapids, and that is where Flanders Road crosses over the Namakan River, and I will have to portage around those rapids. It's like a little knobby island sticking out there. It's just behind that island. So we've still got a little bit to go before we get there. And I'm guessing the Portage is on the left. It's a total guess. All right, I guess this is the Portage. There's a boat here. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer. In fact, I think it is closer. No, I'm going to continue. This is not, I don't think this is it. This is just a boat launch. Just like that. Nice and easy. I could actually paddle this little bit here. Might even be easier. Don't lose that one, Tom. Damn it. Gotta keep tidy lines. All right, I made it to the bridge. But that's not even the worst of it. All right, I think I've found the Portage. I think I found a little road that goes off anyway. I crossed over the bridge, couldn't see anything, and I walked down the road a little bit, and there's this little track on the right, so I'm just double checking before I move all my stuff. Make sure it's something. I'm pretty confident. Well, this is the end of the track, and it's that's not the end of the rapids, so oh, hang on, there's a little track that goes this way. I would say this is it. Okay, this is it. Perfect. But here's the but. It's 25 to 6. And so now I need to start thinking about where I'm going to camp. And maybe I'll just do this portage and then camp up here somewhere. It's not ideal. It's not very flat. But I will make it work. Maybe right here. That's a good spot. Good enough anyway. So this portage is a couple of 100 meters. I'd say 250 meters. Don't ask me what that is in miles. All right, that is 2 trips done. Off to do the third. I just measured that one and it's 0.25 miles. So 1 round trip is half a mile. And I'm gonna try to do 4. Try to do 4, but we'll see. Stable. Stable. All right. All right, that is the end of my day. So we did 14 miles and 2 portages, which I'm happy with. It was against the wind, and when I hit the river, it's against the river. So I'm happy with 14 miles and 2 portages for sure. So right now I'm camped at the end of the second portage, which is at Lady Rapids on Namakan River. It's about 7:15 maybe, 7:30. So I'm gonna set up my tent, I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna camp right here. It's not ideal, it's a bit rocky, but I'll find a spot for sure. Tomorrow there's gonna be more rapids like this. And I think at least 3 or 4 tomorrow, I think. All right, let's get this camp set up. Good morning. Day 118 canoeing across Canada. I'm on the Namakan River in Ontario, not too far from the Quetico Provincial Park. Yeah, last night's camp was beautiful, beautiful. And it looks like for the next week at least there's going to be rain and thunderstorms starting in a couple of hours from now, starting at 10 o'clock it says. And it does feel like it is overcast. Today there's going to be at least 3 portages today around sort of similar to these conditions. There's going to be rapids up ahead. I'm also going against the current. I'm moving this way, so I'm not sure how far I'll get today. I'm going to try to get 10 miles. I think 10 miles and 3 portages is a pretty reasonable day. So we'll see though. let's get packed up, let's get on the river and start moving forward. I'm just about to put in at Flanders Road near the bridge on the Namakan River, and I'm heading east, northeast towards Beaver House Lake. So the plan is just keep going that way. Let's go. And we're in the water. Okay, so in just 1.8 miles from here, from where I just started, is the next set of rapids and my next portage, which is called Hay Rapids, H-A-Y. Damn. Let's see if I can make it. Ah, shallow, I can't put my pedal in the water deep enough. The water's moving fast up there. You can see the falls, and it's moving fast here. But right in front of me, I need to cross over to the other side. And right in front of me here is relatively calm, a bit swirly. So I'm going to cross over there. Few whirlpools. So that's Hay Falls or Hay Rapids. All right, we need to cross over here now. I'm just going to nose into it and just let it take me, and I'll end up over there to the right a little bit. Okay, so I am here now where they say there's a portage, and I think that's it there actually. There's nothing super obvious like signage or anything, you know. But over here there is what looks like a bit of a track. Yeah, I would say this is it. I've got one load behind me ready to go. As the crow flies in a straight line, this portage should be about 0.4 of a mile. But I'll measure it as I go, see what it is. All right, that's that portage. That's one trip done. I just measured it. It's exactly 0.6 of a mile. So let's go back and get the rest of the stuff. It's always when I'm out here, I always notice that I'm looking for human traces, you know, like there's something about knowing that this is used by human beings recently that makes you feel like, maybe the word's like safe. You know, it makes you feel like, ah, yeah, this is normal, this is okay, this is, you know, like I'm not the only one out here. But on that track, the whole way was just moose. There was lots of tracks, there was lots of like footprints, and grass was bent over, but and recent too. You could see how recent something's been through there. But it was all moose. But right when I got to the end here, there's some person's left their trash. So it's not the sign that I want for like humans have, you know, this is a well-used route. But still, it's a sign. I'll pick that up before I go. See that rock right there? Just to the left of that rock, there's fish come up, and there must be some insects on the surface. And I've still got my fishing rod at this end of the portage, so let's see if we can. Perfect. Oh! 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 Got him! That was awesome. First cast. Nice bass. Oh man. Okay, so that is Hay Rapids portage done. The next one is called High Falls, and that is 1.6 miles from here. So I'm not going to pack properly. I'm just going to throw it in, get up there quickly, because right now I can feel the rain is starting to fall. So yeah, just gonna get moving. How people can come to a place like this and leave this line around is beyond me. Okay, so I'm at High Falls now, and there's meant to be a portage. Oh, hang on, there's a boat here. It's going to say there's meant to be a portage here, and it looks like it's right here. Yep, found it. Easy. It's been trying to rain all day, and it's finally here. And I think it's set in for the day. It's now about 3:30. This portage is meant to be quite short. According to the map, it looks short. So I'm going to get to the other side and then see if there's a camp nearby on the other side on the eastern side of this portage. But we'll at least get this portage done. I see there is a couple of small islands on the other side, so maybe we can go out there when we're done. Check it out. Oh, that looks nasty. That's a good one. Yeah, okay, so this portage, I just measured it on the way back, is about 380 feet. So it's 120 meters, more or less. So not too bad. Those are the ones we like. Wow, that is a lot of water. A lot of water. Also, it was just a small track that came out here, obviously just to look at the falls. But what a great campsite as well. It's quite tempting. It's close to 4 o'clock now. But I think I'm going to keep going for another hour or so. Whew. Another one? Man,
you get all that in that?
Yeah. Yeah, I got too much stuff. You want to pull up here, do you?
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
Oh, okay. It's taken 4 months to get here.
The second month?
4
4 months? You've been out on
to get here.
Wow. Pretty awesome. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it's a challenge now though. It's like a mental challenge, you know? Like physically it's fine, but mentally, like repeat every day. Yeah, it wears you down.
Well, good luck on your journey.
Thank you. I'll definitely go a beer.
You've had.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Hey, good luck. We'll be
Thank you. Best way to get to the rapids, can I get through on that right side or do I have to go left?
You can probably get through on the right, and stay straight on through.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good luck, bud.
Cheers, mate. There's meant to be a portage here somewhere on the left. Could be it there. Kind of looks like a track. Or this is it here, which is what I'm hoping. All right, let's check this out. I'm pretty confident this is it. So I'm gonna take a little load with me as I check it out. I'll tie up this. Kind of disappears. Don't tell me it's over this tree. Yes, it is. Oh man. Okay. All right, so it's actually a really short portage, really short, and there's a good place to camp in there because it's now past 5, and I'm going to camp here on this little peninsula here at this is called Quetico Rapids next to me. So yeah, pretty easy portage besides this log, besides this tree, this fallen tree right in the middle. Now it's been raining all day, so all the wood's wet, but I found a dead tree over there that's fallen. It's pretty rotten, so I kicked out the inside of it, so it's all dry on the inside, so hopefully I can get a fire started with that. That's the plan. Let's set up camp. It's a miserable old day, but I'm now dry and warm. I got freezing cold about 10 minutes ago. While I was setting up camp and making the fire and getting organized, I was moving around, and then as soon as I was finished, it was just like, brr, it just hit me. So put on some dry clothes and feeling better. Today we did only 5.5 miles. We paddled only 5.5 miles, but we did 3 portages. Where we're camped now is the 3rd portage. So tomorrow morning I'll just be starting from over here. Sounds like it's it doesn't sound like much of a day, 5.5 miles. But getting 3 portages out of the way is, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. So that's what ate up most of the day. Tomorrow I should get to Quetico River. Right now I'm on the Namakan River. And I think there's only one more portage, and then I can turn left onto the Quetico River. Then there's going to be a few portages there before I make it up to Beaver House Lake. Almost forgot. Those guys on the boat gave me a beer. And I know last year I said that I wasn't going to have a drink until I got to Montreal. And I changed my mind on that. And the reason being is I don't need a drink at all. But why not enjoy a beer? Like I've said it a few times. Last year I put all these sort of rules on myself to, I don't know, I mean, canoeing across Canada is hard enough as it is, let alone setting a certain amount that I want to do every day, which was 20 miles, but always I tried to beat that. and then saying like, I'm not going to have a beer or I'm not going to drink until Montreal. Sure, I could do that, but this year is all about enjoying the moments, enjoying this trip. Man, there's some thunder coming. That is some good thunder. That's why even last year I would have been disappointed in 5 miles and 3 portages, you know. But this year it's like, I don't mind. I don't mind. I'm not sitting there stressed. I'm not worried about it. It's just keep moving forward and enjoy every day. So, thanks for watching. And if you're enjoying this journey, then don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone that might connect with it too. If you'd like to go deeper and support this channel, you can find me on Patreon. Every bit of support helps fuel future episodes, new adventures, and more time spent creating. The link's in the description. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.